What is up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 410 back with a brand new WWE Champions video. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to talk about this exclusive content that WWE Champions chose to drop on us to commemorate Valentine's Day. Now, if you weren't aware, basically what happened was this. For Valentine's Day, we got a limited time tour that was solely focused on Greg the Hammer Valentine, Trickster, Legend. And through this tour, you were able to acquire certain bags that were going to not only just give you some good resources when it comes to tokens, but it also guaranteed you shards that once you got all the bags that you needed, you were going to get a absolutely free 3-star silver fuse up for your Trickster Legend Greg the Hammer Valentine. Outside of that, you also had an opportunity to acquire exclusive Gauntlet Blitz tickets where you use different variations of Greg the Hammer Valentine. So, normal mode, you ran a 2-star variation. Hard mode required a 3-star variation, and finally hell mode required a 4-star variation of Greg the Hammer Valentine. And I was truly impressed by all the rewards I was able to get in, because my Greg the Hammer Valentine is only at 2-star silver, but even then I cakewalked the blitz and got all those rewards for the one time I was able to do it. But it was worth it. And if you were lucky, if you truly were lucky, and you were able to do a couple pulls on his exclusive loot, you could have walked away with the 4-star bronze fuse for Greg the Hammer Valentine. Or if it was your first time going for him, you might have got lucky and pulled your very first 4-star bronze champion in Greg. So I really liked it because with this banner, the prices were good. For one pull, it only costs you $2.99 in in-game cash. Normally, it costs you $500. When it came to your multi pulls, normally you only get a 4 pull for $2K. But for this situation, for his banner, you got 5 pulls for $14.95, so it was a little discounted. And lastly, normally a 30 pull runs for $12K and up, but this was a 40 pull that guaranteed you hard mode blitz tickets for Greg the Valentine, as well as you were literally getting 40 superstar pulls for 10K, 10.7K. That is not bad at all. That is really good. And as of late, due to 4 stars being introduced to the game, 3 stars have been dropping like it's nothing. So it's pretty easy to pull a 3-star nowadays. But it's different for everybody. But I was very impressed by this. I mean, to think about it, it all lined up well. Greg the Hammer Valentine, Valentine being his last name. Plus, it falls on Valentine's Day, and it just so happened that they had also redesigned him. Now, my thing is this: obviously, with the holiday coming and going, will they do more like exclusive content like this if they decide to redesign other champions? Because I was talking to a faction mate the other day, and we were talking about Viper Orton and Showboat. So we were just sitting there thinking, it's like, yo, why doesn't he have the punt kick? Like, that was a big part of his gimmick, like when he was the Viper, doing that punt kick outside of doing the RKOs out of nowhere. And with Technician Orton getting redesigned and being a monster now, it would be kind of cool to see Viper Showboat Orton get his due, especially knowing that Steel is out and available now as a Green MP trainer, and Reinforced Gems being a big deal thanks to Rattlesnake Austin. But before Rattlesnake Austin, it was the Viper. So I just sit and think about this, and I looked at the opportunity here. You had a great opportunity to walk away with solid rewards, and it didn't even take you that long. These new events aren't as time consuming as others, and you only had like a day or two to do it, but that was the fun challenge of it, trying to get it done, seeing how far you could go, and testing your metal. Now, I personally would have loved to have gotten the 3-star silver version, but I'm fine where I'm at. I'm just going to collect the shards and get the fuse up later. But Salute to anybody who was able to get the 3-star silver fuse up from the limited time tour, and salute to anybody who was able to do multiple runs of these blitzes and stack up those resources hella big. And also, most importantly, salute to anybody who was able to get a 4-star from this event, because actually, to show y'all something pretty cool, one of my members, Sam's Club, he actually pulled the 4-star bronze fuse. So it is very, very possible to pull a 4-star, y'all. I know that a lot of people have gotten lucky when Andre Trickster Legend came out, and people were pulling him left and right as well. So I think scopely, you still might get scope when it comes to certain pulls, but when you got a banner that's literally offering you a 40 pull at 10K, you hop on that because you're always looking for a good break from that. And I really do like them giving a champion that I think a lot of rosters have. I think a lot of rosters have Greg. Maybe only certain people really like him because either you're a true mark for him, or you came across him and figured out how to use him, saw some YouTube videos about him, and you realize, okay, he's the one for me. One thing that I will say about this event was this. I had a lot of Crown ones asking me about Greg the Hammer Valentine, and I'm just going to say this. When it comes to your roster, depending on how you play and how you build up, it's going to decide a lot of things for you. So, for instance, to me, playing and using him for this event, I am impressed by Greg the Hammer Valentine. I also seen gameplay videos of him where I was highly impressed with him. But I have my personal favorite in Trickster KO, where others might favor Razor Ramon or Tough Seth or Jerry the King Lawler or even Xavier Woods or Farouk. There are so many champions in the game that it is very hard to decide who to go with. So you really need to take a moment. What I always do, I've said this in a video a while ago, but I'm going to say it now. Every time you pull a new champion, just go to NXT Atlanta, take them in against Bray Wyatt Striker, the very first node, and play around with them. If you pull them at 3-star, play around with the move set and put the trainers on them and see if you like them or not. And if you don't, then don't touch them. There are certain people that I know who, even though they have god tier champions like Razor Ramon or have god tier champions like Macho Man, they don't like to use them because that's not their style of play. They don't like using it, even if they are very, very helpful during feuds. Sometimes you pull a god tier, doesn't mean that you have to use them. And the same thing goes with Hammer. Yes, Hammer, it was shown a lot of love for Valentine's Day, and it did go together quite well. But just because you pull a 4-star bronze Hammer doesn't mean you have to use him. Doesn't mean he has to become your guy. You could easily fodder him. I know there's people that out there that have 3-star fodder, so I won't be surprised if people have 4-star fodder, like Big Boss Man, for instance. There's probably people who pulled him at 4-star bronze, and they probably leaving him where he's at the very bottom of the scrotum. So, with that being said, I'm highly impressed by this event. I hope that we see more content similar to this. It doesn't always have to be built like how this was built, but for instance, just seeing these type of rewards in a blitz, we need more rewards like that. We're at a point in the game now where we need the rewards that are going to be worth the blitz tickets. Because I feel so bad for all these people doing these blitz runs and grinding out all these blitzes, and you're spending 4K. You're spending 4K in Gauntlet Blitz tickets to only get walk away with so many keys or so many bats or whatever they're offering. So it's better to just play it smart and look for good blitzes to do. And this was a blitz that was worth it. Even if you only had him at 2-star silver, I cleared that blitz with a 2-star silver Greg the Hammer Valentine. Easy, no issue. Still had half my health left. So that would, even if you only had him there, this was a moment to capitalize on. So hopefully champions, learns from this and they do more events like this. And maybe we see more events similar to this with other redesigns in the future, because I'm sure there will be more to come as the game continues to grow. But with that, that's the video, y'all. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like. If you're new, subscribe by, dropping the people's elbow on the subscribe button, as well as hitting a razor's edge on that bell icon to receive all future notifications. But always know that bad times don't last, but crown ones do. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you enjoyed this event. Peace.